Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. My name is Sean, and today is a review day. So we're going to be reviewing the Umbrella Academy. Now, I am a huge fan of the Umbrella Academy. I've loved the Netflix series. They also filmed here in Hamilton, Ontario. In fact, they used the front of my building for one of the exterior shots for a scene, as well as the Umbrella Academy is just down the street for the exterior shot of that building. I even used a picture this morning that I took for the thumbnail for this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. So without further ado, we're going to take a look. Now, these are in no particular order. Some of them have some little interesting caveats to the box themselves. I will try my best to show them from what I know of. And so let's start with what's at the top here. So first one we have is Klaus. Now, Klaus is in the series a bit of a drunk, also known as number 4. Now, this one was actually kind of funny to get a hold of. I ordered from Pop in a Box. It was shipped just before, about a week before Christmas, and the tracking went missing just after New Year's. So I figured that it didn't show up. So I bought this one at Hot Topic, got home that night, which was this Friday that just passed, and there was a slip waiting for me telling me that the package had arrived, even though it had got lost in transit. So I might be taking one of them back or doing one for a giveaway. I'm not sure just yet. So now this particular one has something interesting in the lid. Now, I don't normally open these, but I thought you guys might get a kick out of seeing it. So learned this from some other videos. So we just slip that in there and voila. See if you guys can see that. Okay, come on, focus. There we go. Sobriety is super overrated. Alright, so okay, and we're going to try to get this back in the box. There we go. So all of these are in protectors, just to let you know. It's one of the first things I did when I bought them. So we're gonna put Klaus right here. So the next one is actually going to be a double header, just because it's easier this way. So this will be Vivian with her chase. Now, I was able, oops, my small little hands could actually hold both of them. There we go. So I was able to get both these at cost. No, basically the entire endeavor took the better part of 3 weeks. Every morning, getting up, going to Hot Topic, and then going to work. Fun times. Now, Vivian in the series is known as number 7. They believe in the show and in the comics that she has no powers, and her character arc pretty well ends on season 1. I have both the chase, her as herself, and when she becomes the white violin. Now, I like the chase. Looks really good under black light because she's all white. There's the side, which obviously would be the same. And there we go. Get rid of the glare. Now, I don't know if they have anything on the lid, so we're going to take it. I'm obviously not going to open the chase one, but I will see if there's anything on the lid of this one. I don't think they all do. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a small peek if there is. There is. Okay, so this one will be much easier. Good. So there we go. Oh. Alright, and we're going to put that back in the soft protect. Eventually I'd like to get these in hard protectors, but I'm not about to spend all that. So there we go. Now, next is Time Traveler himself, number 5, with the chase. Actually, I prefer the chase. I think it was a little lazy for them, this particular one. You know what? Maybe there we go. That's better. About as good as I can get. I mean, sides are the same. Back is nice. I mean, simple. All the back is the same for all of them. Basically, simple artwork. I like the fact that with these particular ones, that they were easy to come across. I mean, I'm sure as any other collector knows, when you're trying to get something you like, it can be a little difficult. So number 5 is the time traveler. In fact, his story arc is kind of interesting in the series. Basically, he gets he uses his powers and he thinks he's cock of the walk, and eventually ends up that that's not the case. So let's see if there's anything there. Okay. So there we go. So it looks like all of these have something in it, which is kind of cool. Actually, you find in the series, he travels to the future. Turns out the future isn't what it's supposed to be, and he comes back to his what would be his present. I hate explaining time travel. Complicated. But he ends up back in his old body, so he goes from being an old man to being a kid. And so in the series, a lot of his language and his demeanor is that of like a really, really, really pissed off old man, but obviously coming from the body of a child. So it's a little interesting. I like it. I find it funny as hell. So the next one I have will be Allison Hargreeves. Now she's known as number 3 in the series. Her power is basic. I didn't describe the powers of most of them, but basically, Klaus has the ability to, well, they don't show it in the series, but he has the ability of flying as well as talking to the dead. Vivian, number 7, they believe she has no powers, and like I said, at the end you find out she's actually the strongest out of all of them. Number 5 is basically the ability of teleportation, whether it be from across the room or across time, basically. Allison, on the other hand, her ability is to alter reality by basically saying the phrase, "I've heard a rumor," or just basically lying. And whatever she says, eventually reality contorts itself to match it. So this one is simple, which is nice for a change. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, so let's see what's on. Okay. If anyone's wondering what I'm using, it's just a simple metal ruler. I find having one of these in the house is always a good thing. And I feel like I'm, trying to Slim Jim a car. All right, let's try this side. There we go. And there she is, using her famous quote to use her powers. "I heard a rumor." All right. I like this. I like the fact that Funko now, when they do their box art, they're trying to incorporate more of the show as opposed to just like a standard stamp of different. A lot of collectors will understand what I'm trying to say is that before, when these were coming out, it was kind of just logo, all the same color, and that was it. This, at least, they incorporate a lot of the art from the comic, or at least the stylization of it. I mean, it's a nice hybridization of basically what Funko's design is, as well as the design of the of the creator. All right, so next, I warn you, this video is going to be a little longer than normal. we have Diego. His ability in the show is actually he can hold his breath indefinitely, as well as he has uncanny accuracy with his throwing knives. To the point where in the show and even in the comic, he's able to curve them around corners. Now, Diego's character is goes by the code name number 2. Eventually, when the Umbrella Academy kind of collapses on itself and disbands, he becomes a vigilante. Right, so let's take this one out. Oh wow, he is really in there. Okay. Whoops, and let's see what we got here. All right. There, what we have. You're right. Life is too short. Ain't that the truth? All right. There we go. So, I like. Not bad actually. They really captured his character too. All his little throwing knives and his harness. And the one thing I didn't even notice too is that I mean, if you know, you can probably see it here too. They went with the matte black for the masks, but the eyes are actually painted with a gloss, so the eyes don't get lost in the mask, which is nice. It's a problem when you're dealing with something like with, you know, somebody wearing a dark, in this case, domino mask, and you want to make sure the eyes show at the same time, so it doesn't get lost in the paint job. All right, so getting a bit of a tower here. So next we have Luther, number 1, or AKA Space Boy. His character is pretty plain Jane. I mean, basically what his character ends up becoming is after a horrible accident, his father tries to save his life. In the comics, he transplants his head to basically a gorilla from Mars. Comics, right? In the series, they give him a Surhim that, you know, kind of does like a Captain America job on him, but cool character. Kind of like a mix of, I actually want to say like a Captain America type character. Very, very, you know, truth, justice, and, well, actually a little bit of Superman mixed in there, I guess, too. And I don't mind his character. It's not one of my favorites out of the series. I mean, but I mean overall, they really did get this his look, which is pretty cool. Heavy pop too, man. Very heavy. Which is unusual too for one of these smaller ones. I mean, there we go. And once again, so it looks like all of these they did a little something, which is cool. He actually utters that sentence when he's in a fight, and basically he's like, "That's it. I've had it. Let's do this." Okay. Wow, well, we're almost halfway through. And oops, almost did that backwards. That's the next thing I need to do. I need to buy more pop protectors. Who here remembers when pop protectors were dirt cheap? And now they're like insanely, well, at least in my brain, I find them expensive. You know what? We'll save her fruit. Yeah, the bag's getting a little low. Okay, so here we have Ben. Ben is number 6. Now, his character ends up getting, well, you find out his character is dead at the beginning of the Netflix series and in the comics. And the only one who can see him, of course, is Klaus, who talks to the dead. So at the end of the season 1, he has a really cool, what I would call, screw you moment, where he comes into his own and actually is able to save his brothers and sisters. So the cool thing is that the Hot Topic exclusive, this one here glows, and obviously this one doesn't, and I think that's kind of cool. I'm glad that they made this really easy to get a hold of. And get rid of that damn glare. Wow. One of these days I'll figure out how to do that. But yeah. So, I mean, both the same on the side. You know what? I wonder if... no, probably the same. If they aren't, I will definitely put a little notice somewhere around here to let you know, so you can see if the lid is different. So we're just going to open this one here. Alright, so... okay. Wow. Really appropriate for his character. I didn't mention his power. His power when he was alive was... he had basically a interdimensional portal in his stomach that led to a very nasty monster type creature with, as you can see, tentacles that would come out and basically destroy and rip and maim and cause unhorrible speakable horrors upon people. So let's see what's next in the bag of tricks. Okay, so... alright, so we got Pogo. Pogo is basically a super intelligent chimp. He was the Monocle's assistant, or Mr. Hargreeves. Basically, the series begins after the father of the Umbrella Academy, the Monocle, dies, and they, all come back to pay their respects. Pogo is the only one who remains in the house, along with Luther, who, sorry, not Luther, Diego occasionally pops in, but his character's cool. I like him. I'm not going to spoil the show for you, but there's a scene in this show that happens that kind of, I realize that nobody... I don't want to spoil it. That's the problem. We're doing a review about something you like, and you don't want to ruin it for other people that want to watch the show. Trust me, after this video, if you get a chance, watch the show. But anyways, I digress. Pogo is basically a super intelligent chimp, and really great character. I love his character. Okay, let's see if I can... alright. Okay. So, let's see what he's got. Oh, wow. That one was a little difficult. Nice. Very fortune cookie. One grows used to things, even if sometimes one shouldn't. That I like, actually. But yeah. Nice. Right, so we got... oh, wow. There's like a huge gash. I didn't even notice this. And that's why we use popper protectors, people. Because looks like I'll be trading this one out probably after this video, but in the meantime, it can just stay in there. Okay, so now we just have 2 more, and so in this series, because number 5 decides to time travel, it causes a bit of a problem. As you know, in any time travel, there has to be time travel authoritatives, or authoritarians, or whatever would be the appropriate word. And so anyways, there are these 2 individuals who their job is to clean up the messes in time. So the first one I'm going to go with, just because, is Cha-Cha. There she is. Now, I really wish they had done a chase of this, because you don't get to see her face. I mean, they wear these masks in the show as well as in the comic, and they're kind of comical. They're meant to obviously distract, which clearly they do. Her character is... It's funny. Almost every character at some time in the show has some type of redeemable quality, regardless what it is, whether they're, you know, a villain or not. Cha-Cha? No, not even close. She loves what she does and does what she loves, which is killing. Senseless. Well, I should say senseless. There's a reason to it, but her whole thing is just, you know, get the job, get it done, move on to the next one. This one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out. Oh, there we go. So, let's take a look. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, let's... Yeah, I could have used that this morning. Let's take a look. Whoops, no, wrong way. Now, these are all quotes from the show. Okay. And, oops, forgot to put her back in her... Wow. Okay. And the last one. Wow. You guys stuck out for this video. I am appreciative of it. I mean, seriously. We're at like 23 minutes here, and you guys are still here, which is great. The last video, sorry, there we are. The last one, oops, getting ahead of myself, is Hazel. Hazel character, I think he's, you know, he's an interesting character. Basically, he's, unlike Cha-Cha, he's been, you know, they've been partners forever, and he's starting to realize that there really is no meaning in all this. They're just going from job to job, and his character arc is very sweet. He finds love, and you know what? Watch the show. That's all I have to say. It's really cool what happens with this character. Like I said, out of all of them, everybody's got a redeemable quality. Not Cha-Cha, but Hazel, I like him. So let's see what his quote is. Alright, whoops. Okay. Oh, I might not actually get that. Come on. There we go. And there's his quote. There we are. So that's all the Umbrella Academy Pops in all their glory, and overall, let's see if I can get that up there. All right. Wow. I think we might have a first here. This is the first time where everything is just way, 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 way. I'm just going to adjust the camera so you can see all that. So there they are in all their glory, the Umbrella Academy. Again, great series. I'm just going to move this back over here. So, great series. I recommend if you have an opportunity, go and see it. You won't be disappointed. Love the show. It is, like I said, I can't wait until season 2. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Also want to say thank you for all my new subscribers. December was a really slow month for me, and you know what? Thank you. If you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the little notification, like everyone else says. Thank you. Thank you again. And you know what? I'll be having some new... 3 videos in 1 week is a little much, but I want to get this out just because, well, it's been a slow Sunday, and I think you guys would enjoy this. So, once again, thank you, and remember, be good to each other. Bye now.